Live here on DirecTV, right, Kat?
And you know what else time it's for? It's number 8 on IGN's top 10 list of Blizzard games. Do you know what it is?
No, why don't you tell me, Kat?
It is Warcraft, Orcs and Humans.
Warcraft, Orcs and Humans, the classic.
It's a classic. I think it's a lot of people's favorite,
How many games has Blizzard actually done?
No, that's a very good question. How many games total has Blizzard published?
Andy's joining us, the lead writer of StarCraft 2, by the way.
Like being put on the spot. It depends on whether you count expansions as well as games.
That's true.
In terms of games, there's basically 3 main universes, is the way to look at it. There's the Warcraft universe, Diablo, and StarCraft. Now, within each of those, there's been multiple games over the years, said he, desperately covering the fact that he couldn't tell you exactly how many there were.
We're going to figure that out. We'll tell you guys tomorrow. We promise you we got that one. Now, Andy, let's talk a little bit about StarCraft 2. We met with you last year when it was revealed that the StarCraft game was going to be split into sort of 3 separate, distinct titles. Wings of Liberty, the first one that you've been working on, writing. I got a chance to play through the first 7 missions at Blizzard a couple of weeks ago. It's amazing what you guys are doing with the storytelling, with the in-game cinematics, but also within the missions. I mean, it's amazing to see the storyline that really plays out now as part of the gameplay. Can you tell us a bit about how you write a script for a game like this? Because it's no longer just cinematics or just, you know, what's happening in the game. It's blending it all together, right?
It is a creation of very many parts, it must be said, and there's a lot of collaboration, is the way that it works. For my part as a writer, I work directly with the level designers, I work with cinematics departments as well, and we work together to try and push forward what will be the best part of each of those departments' contribution to the game overall. Right. So the level designers will come up with a cool idea for a mission. You'll go, oh, okay, I'll try and fit that into the narrative somehow. Oh, by the way, here's some incredibly difficult to fit into the narrative, something incredibly difficult to fit into a mission that I need for the narrative. Can you help me out here and put it into your mission for me? So it's a horse trading sort of a game all the way through.
Do you feel like you're still trying to convince part of the fan community that the 3-book release is really to tell a better story, or are you guys trying to get more money out of the customer, which is what people always like to say?
I know there's something of a concern that splitting it into 3 is some Machiavellian scheme to. But not really. It was a simple fact of when we started planning out the whole game, the original plan was we would do all 3 races in the initial game. But as we did the plot for it, and the subplots, and introduced the characters and so on, it was clear.
The game would have never come out.
Well, 2012 was kind of looking like it might be the right time for doing it. But we decided that the fans would probably want to see something before then. Right. So we came through with the idea of like, well, let's treat each campaign as a game in its own right. We'll do as many missions as we do for the whole game, and we can actually lavish the attention on it and play out the story in the way we want to do it instead of having to rush through the entire thing.
Right.
So, and I think that's coming through in the quality. I mean, we've had enough people playing through our single-player game now, and they're like, I'm amazed at how much content there is, and so on. It's like, well, it's good.
Very detailed. That's the thing, is every mission feels, lots of voiceover work, lots of action, very well tightly tied, the gameplay and the story. So you did a great job on that. Now, we've got some questions for you, Andy, from Twitter, something new we're doing on BlizzCon this year. Let's go to one of those right now. This comes from Halogen, Andrew Kibler, and he says, how much of the StarCraft lore will be explained in StarCraft 2, such as the Terrans on Earth?
Well, this is something you bump into all the game, because, it's like comparing books to movies, yeah? In a book, you've always got infinitely more space to actually explain the inner thinking of all the characters, the backstory and so on. In a movie, you've got to move through a little bit more swiftly because you have to have pacing involved. The game's very similar. So we'll tackle certainly as much as we can over the course of the game itself, but there'll be an awful lot more that comes out in terms of novels, manga, cartoon strips, various other things as well. Although, that being said, doing story mode, part of the point of that is to let players dig in a little bit deeper if they want to have more lore and more story. So it's there. You don't have to engage with it if you don't want to. If you want to just play the game, that's cool too. But if you want to learn a little bit more about the StarCraft universe, you can talk to characters, access data banks, that kind of thing.
You have more time to work on the game, obviously, since it has been delayed. Is that going to change the way that the story ends, or is it set in stone at this point?
The story, the main hits of the story, we're absolutely firm on. Okay. Certain things will happen. We decided this a few years ago now, and we're on our road to that. But a lot of the detail, and certainly the treatment, the actual execution of how we do things, we've had an amazing opportunity to actually polish up with the extra time that we've got available at the moment. I can't even begin to tell you how different story mode is from when we initially concepted it out a few years ago to where we're at now, and it's a hell of a lot better for it, frankly.
Excellent. Another Twitter question for you here, Andy. This one comes from A. Hire. He says, how many planets will the story evolve around in StarCraft 2 and its expansions? How many different environments can we expect?
Different environments?
Planets.
Loads. Yeah, it's another contrast with StarCraft 1. StarCraft 1, they kind of had like, there was a jungle tile set, there was a desert tile set, there was a wasteland tile set. When doing StarCraft 2, we've basically done every world is its own tile set, so they're all distinct from each other. Over the course of the game itself, I mean, I think it's about 20. I couldn't give you an exact number off the top of my head. But yeah, there's a huge diversity in zones. We also don't pull that trick of making you revisit the same place over and over again as well. So yeah, a lot of diversity. Although we have saved some types of worlds for using the Zerg campaign and the Protoss campaign.
Probably a few surprises as well.
In the single-player campaign, how much of it is required to go through the storyline and how much of it is optional?
In the single-player campaign, you're not required to engage in anything other than picking which missions you want to play. Right. There are also mechanics for like buying upgrades for your army and so on, hiring mercenaries. They all work from the sort of story part of the game. You don't have to engage with them. It's probably wise, because by the time you get to the end of the game, upgraded army is good. Okay. Cutscenes, you will definitely run into cutscenes because we want you to see them because they're amazing. The rest of it, in terms of conversations, characters and so on, that's optional. You know, as I was saying earlier on, if you want to learn more about the characters themselves, what motivates them, more about the universe, then you've got an opportunity to chat with them about it and find out some more. If you're more interested in gameplay and that's your main driver, then you can get straight into the game.
Okay.
Another question, let's go right to Twitter. It's blowing up with questions for you here, Andy. Next one comes from Thomas, and he says, how many of the original voice actors will return in StarCraft 2? Talk about Kerrigan, what was happening with that, some controversy with the original actress.
Well, truth, we have some... So... too deep to that right now, I hope you don't mind. But
stay tuned, right?
Stay tuned, indeed. I think you'll be happy with what we have to announce on the morrow.
Excellent. All right, well, there's a StarCraft 2 lore panel, I think, tomorrow afternoon, which we will be airing live here on DirecTV, and I think people will definitely want to tune in for that one, right? Yes. Excellent. All right, cool.
What is looking at the story and where we are going, after people have finished all the way through the single player, are people going to be left on a hook for the next game? Are you going to tie it up at the end of this? What do we have looking forward to?
The end of this game, I think, does come to a satisfactory conclusion. You know, you will feel that the story has been told, but it certainly leaves a lot of open doors to run into the expansion. You know, we hit a certain point, you're like, oh wow, that's an amazing change in the world that's happened just there. What's it going to mean is something that we deal with in the expansion. Okay. So I think people will be happy with it.
All right.
Stay tuned. All right, well, thank you so much, Andy. We will see you tomorrow, I'm sure, again, when the StarCraft 2 lore panel makes some more announcements about the game. So have a great night and enjoy the costume contest and all those things that are coming up here
and the dance contest. Don't miss out on that.
Can't miss the dance contest. But right now, we're going to head on to look at a StarCraft 2 cinematic. Obviously, this game is one of the most beautiful ones that Blizzard has ever made. So let's look at an HD cinematic from StarCraft 2.
All Marines prepare to drop.
It's about time.
StarCraft 2 coming in 2010 from Blizzard. I'm Jeff Keighley here. Like out there?
It was crazy. I didn't expect that many people to be out there. Like, you think, okay, this is another convention. You have so many conventions go through the year. You have E3, you have CES, and then you have this. And it's like, okay, how many people are going to actually show up for this? It's one type. They think it's just one type of group of people, and it's not. I mean, you have women out there, you have men out there, and I mean,
families.
Old to young. You have whole families. They make this an adventure, kind of like Disneyland. It's like their big thing. And I was just shocked. The costumes are amazing. Have you seen the costumes?
The costumes are great.
We saw a little preview of that, and the costume contest is coming up in just minutes here on DirecTV BlizzCon. Are there any costumes that we've seen that you think had the inside edge tonight?
I think there's some out there. I heard you guys talk about it earlier about some of the guys using a lot of mechanics in their costumes, but some of those costumes with the mechanics are impressive. We had this guy, he was in a Protoss actual suit, and he was on stilts. He had to use the stage to get in and out of it, and he was carrying around 5 people with him.
It's all about the theatrics.
To get in and out of this thing. I mean, it had the lighting, the whole 9 yards. It was the most amazing costume I've seen.
Interesting.
So I was surprised to see what I saw out there, and then there was a rune walking around. Did you see that?
No, but you were telling me.
People thought it was a statue. Like, it was just sitting there, and people were taking pictures and getting in front of it and getting all comical with it, but it starts to move across the floor, and they're like, oh my God, it's not a statue. So, like, I was pretty impressed with the costumes. I was pretty shocked.
Interesting.
Lots of competition, right?
Speaking of awesome things that Blizzard makes awesome games.
Let's get back to the countdown,
Let's get back to the countdown. We actually have number 8 on the list, or we're actually up to number 7 on the list, which is Diablo 2. An oldie but a goodie, but it definitely is a game that not only was one of the most popular they ever made, but people are still playing that game today on Battle.net. Did you know that?
I'm not surprised. People are still playing StarCraft. Exactly, they're playing StarCraft from a decade ago.
Playing Diablo 1. There are still a few loyal fans out there still playing Diablo 1.
Absolutely. Exactly. I know a couple of them personally.
Right. All right, so that was number 7. Are we going to go, well, what's number 6? Do we know what number 6 is yet, Kat?
I'm not ready to tell you.
You're not ready to tell me, Kat. All right,
I'm going to hold it back.
We're going to have to tune in later tonight to find out
okay,
about
I'm kidding. I'll tell you. Warcraft 3, Reign of the Chaos.
Warcraft 3, that's a good one. So Warcraft 3, Diablo 2. I bet number 1 is going to be World of Warcraft. That's my guess.
No, my guess is StarCraft.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's good. They're going to be numbers 1 and number 2, right?
And you know why? Because I sat there and I voted all day long for that same thing, and I got everybody viral voting. So
all the
I'm sure
fans.
it's StarCraft.
Well, Blizzard has made a lot of great games, and this is a year actually. 2009 is going to be a year without a new Blizzard game release.
No releases, but it doesn't mean that there was a lack of any news. We just recently got out of the class panel, and I just wanted to briefly recap some of the things that happened in that panel because there was some amazing news.
World of Warcraft, you were going crazy here. You guys didn't see it at home, but Kat was here Twittering away. She was freaking out.
These were flurry of updates.
No mana for the hunters.
No mana for hunters anymore. This is pretty crazy.
Hunter.
We have no attack power, no spell power, no defense anymore. We have the ability to reforge your gear,
this is shocking,
which is going to be great. We have multi-gains for professions, which is going to be a lot easier. They're getting rid of levels for every single levels for all of your abilities. So you're actually going to level up as you level. Your abilities will level up as your character levels. And one thing that he did not say, but he came very close to hinting to, was the backpack, which is always 16 slots. He said that now that we are revisiting the fact in the way that you level as a character, that this is a time that they would revisit whether 16 slots is appropriate.
I was kind of happy that they were talking about the lack of rank. Like, it is kind of crazy when you have like a really low level character and you have like, you can go and then use your talents on one rank and just, or on one actual power and rank it all the way up. And you have this extremely weak character with this crazy power. So it's nice that you're leveling up as you go, and it kind of suits the character and the gameplay as you go level to level to level. So you're kind of gaining something as you go, instead of just, oh yeah, I'm a level 80 now.
That's true.
So you have something new to look forward to.
Although it is going to take away from your customization of your character. So we'll see how that.
Now, let me ask you though about, they make all these announcements, and then Mike Morheim was here earlier today. He said, hey, this, we're talking about 2010 for World of Warcraft Cataclysm. So what do players think now when they make these announcements? But they could be 12 to 18 months away, or 12 to 16 months away until they actually come out. I mean, is there a lot of debate in the fan community now? Because they announce these things, but none of these things are actually happening tonight or tomorrow in World of Warcraft.
They're not happening tonight or tomorrow, but we're not exactly sure when they're happening. He didn't say if they're going to happen in Cataclysm or if they're going to be patched in potentially with 3.3. I mean, we're assuming it's going to be Cataclysm, but it could be as early as the end of this year.
We're going to have to ask that tomorrow, but right now we are going to head on over to Jay Moore. He is hosting the costume contest tonight, the dance contest, machinima contest, all those things over in the main hall. So let's head on over there for our live coverage of BlizzCon 2009.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Hey, thanks a lot, everybody. How's everyone doing? Hey, thanks a lot, everyone. How's everyone doing? Enjoying yourself so far? Yeah? All right, I'm having fun. I love BlizzCon. This is awesome. So we're gonna get going pretty soon. We're gonna have our sound-alike contest, my favorite contest. You ready for that? Let's hear it. All right. We also have one of my favorite contests, the dance-along contest. You guys ready for that one? Let's hear it. Yeah. We also have one of my favorite contests, the costume contest, the world-famous costume contest. I cannot wait for that. Woo! All right. I love BlizzCon. So did you guys know that, you hear the word geeks, nerds, and dorks a lot, right? But did you guys know that that's actually, those are actually classes? It's true. They're definable classes. Say a nerd like me, I'd go to a Comic-Con or BlizzCon and I'd buy like $700 worth of junk, and it's awesome, and I'm gonna nerd it up, and that's cool. That's a nerd, all right? So a geek is gonna go to, say, a sci-fi convention dressed as a Klingon. Yeah, that's a geek, but that's okay. But you're a geek, all right? And a dork is a little different. A dork is gonna go to, say, the Renaissance Fair dressed like a Vulcan. No, that's not cool, man. That's not right. That's being a dork. All right, let's get going here. I got some special announcements. Believe it or not, we have a lot of newlyweds that meet in World of Warcraft. And we have 4 couples here today that are newlyweds, and they are on their honeymoon here at BlizzCon, all right? So let's give it up for them. We have Ryan and Lacey Crouch. They met in World of Warcraft, and they are expecting a Blood Elf Shadowlock. It's a Shadowlock because he plays a Warlock and she plays a Shadow Priest. So give it up for them, Ryan and Lacey. Awesome. They're here, so let them hear you. Very cool. We have one more, Gary and Emily Bauman. She dressed, you'd remember her as Nova, the ghost from last year's BlizzCon costume contest. And this is their finale for a week-long honeymoon. Isn't that awesome? Let's give it up for them. They are also here, so let them hear you. All right. We're going to get going pretty soon, but before we do, I'd like to do just a little bit of Blizzard trivia. You guys want to do that with me? All right, let's do it. Let's see what you know. I happen to grab 4 of our players from the audience. Let's have them come up here right away. Just use these steps right over here. Where's my people? Right over there. Come on up here quickly. We don't have all night. All right, give it up for my guests. Right here, you guys, just line up. Awesome, thanks for coming out, you guys. Don't be nervous, there's only 20,000 people out there and about 2 million people watching online, so no big deal, right?
No big deal.
All right, so let's start down here. What's your name and where are you from?
Melissa from Murrieta, California.
Murrieta, California. Thank you, Melissa. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Amy and I'm from Florida.
Amy from Florida.
Shane from San Diego, California.
Thank you, Shane from San Diego, everyone. And last we have
Nathan from North Carolina.
Whoa, all the way from North Carolina. Let him hear it. Okay, you guys, I'm going to ask you some questions, and you can get together and see if you answer them. And I'm going to ask the audience, let's see what people know about Blizzard. Okay, you guys ready to do this?
Sure.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go. These might be a little tough. All right. What year was Blizzard founded?
5 years ago?
And what year would that be?
No, I thought it was 1990s.
1990?
I'm going to go with him, 1990.
1990, what do you guys, consensus?
91.
What do you guys think? What year was Blizzard founded? If you said 1991, you are correct. Give it up. That was good. You got it. You guessed it. All right, moving right along. Let's see here. You don't want that one. All right, how many BlizzCons have there been so far, including this one? 6? 4? 4. What's your consensus?
4.
4. What do you guys think? You think they're right? They've all been in California, right? Yes. What's your consensus?
4. I've been to 3.
All right, I think their consensus is 4, and if you, the audience, said 4, you are correct. There have been 4. The years were 2005, 2007, 2000. BlizzCon number 4. Awesome, you guys are doing great. Good job. Okay, how about this one? What year did World of Warcraft ship? You aren't looking on my... 2004?
Yeah.
2004. Yeah, I'm going with that.
They're going with 2004. Do you guys think they're right? Absolutely right. 2004. World of Warcraft was released November 23rd, 2004, celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Warcraft franchise. Awesome. Good job, you guys. You guys ready for one more question?
Sure.
Yeah? All right, here we go. This is kind of tough, but it's pretty cool. All right, this is about a debuff in World of Warcraft. What debuff were players stricken with that closely resembled an outbreak of a real-world epidemic? Scientists are currently looking at ways World of Warcraft can accurately these diseases and outbreaks spread. What's the name of that debuff? Do you guys remember that?
It's not evil.
I can tell you where it was from. I forget the name, though.
Where was it from?
From the Zul'Gurub instance.
Maybe.
I'm going with him.
You're going to go with swine flu? Okay. Does anybody know what that was? Help them out with that? Anything from there, but good job, you guys. Awesome, it was corrupted blood. Okay? All right, give our contestants a round of applause. All right, I got some prizes for you guys. Hold on. Good job, everybody. All right, I got something special for you. This is a soundtrack that just got released today. It is a dungeon soundtrack that is going on sale online. You can't get it anywhere. Well, after today you can. But these guys are getting it right now, so give it up for our friends right here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, give them a big round of applause. Okay, there they go. That's our players. Okay, you guys ready to get this thing started? I need to hear some excitement. Let's go. This is the best part of the BlizzCon. All right. All right. Are we ready? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a very funny comedian, a good friend of mine, Mr. Jay Moore, everyone.
Hello, gamers. Is that my music? Is that the official Jay Moore music?
That was perfect.
Think there's enough smoke up here? Is Damian Marley performing after me? What the hell's going on? Rastafari! Welcome everyone. Welcome World of Warcraft players. Give yourselves a round of applause. Tonight, we run Orange County. Tonight, we outnumber the jocks. Applaud if you're from another country. That's just all the Japanese guys in the front row with cameras. It's great to be here. It really is great. I know like everybody always goes, hey, it's great to be here. It is like, if you've been here last year and the year before, then you obviously know I love coming and being here. We got a great costume contest coming up. The sound-alike costume, that's a sound-alike costume. Now that's when you do mushrooms and come to World of Warcraft. When you get a sound-alike, wow, that guy's costume is amazing sounding. This guy got a picture of me going. That'll be on Wire Image later. Jay Moore on mushrooms. Listening to Colors at Blizzcon. Sound. I love that somebody flies 15 hours from Korea, no hotel room, just to come up here and go, turn around and get back on the plane. Then they just go home and go, it was amazing. Dude. He's not saying dude, that's his neighbor's name. Dude. Then we have the dance routine contest. Have you guys seen all this before? Half of you? They're really, just so I know I'm not having a stroke, there's a lot of smoke in here, right? Thank you. I'm good now. My son's into games. He's not into sports at all. Right now he's just doing like, he's only like 5 years old. I hope he's into like World of Warcraft when he's older. Save a lot of money on babysitting. Just give him a case of Mountain Dew, put him in Cataclysm, say see you in 9 years. For you noobs out there, that hot chick you're talking to online, yeah, that's a guy. There's a reason she has an extra sword. One's a cock. What? Again, I'm speaking Korean. I'll do Christopher Walken later. But first, I want to talk about Tracy Morgan. I was on, the hardest part, I was trying to figure out, we know what's great about gaming. We're a community. You're going to see people here dressed up. We're all speaking the same language. People are in line for merchandise. God forbid you make that stuff available a month ago. No, that's fine. Have a line tonight. No, I was online for 3 weeks, but I'd get it tonight? No, that's it. We know what's great about gaming, and I was trying to think, what's the bad part about gaming? What are the drawbacks? And the only one I could really think of is trying to explain gaming to non-gamers. It's impossible. Because they look down their nose at it like, World of Warcraft, when you get a life. It's like, no, I have a life, you fucking idiot, I'm doing it right now. I worked my balls off 80 hours a week. I get 2 days to myself. I'd like to escape for a little while. But have fun with your fantasy football draft. No, that's good. I do both, so. I'm a jock and a gamer. I'm a jamer. I'm a jock that lost fights. Trying to explain World of Warcraft to a non-gamer, it's like explaining an appendectomy to a dog. You just keep pointing to the chart and the dog just keeps going like this with his head. I tried to explain it to my mom. I was playing World of Warcraft when my mother called. This happened 4 days ago. I transcribed our conversation for you. Because I thought if I don't read it, they'll think I'm making it up. But I'm not. And my mom's smart. She's a doctor. She's a nurse. Whatever. All right. I got to ask this. Maybe I was super stoned one night and I was playing. And I noticed every character that night looked like ZZ Top. Is that... I thought maybe the programmer should put in like a hut where they sell Mach-3 razors and Barbazole. They'd make a fortune, right? And since we're in Southern California, shouldn't they have like, you know, places where your Zeppelin won't get carjacked? You know, a bunch of cholos won't jump out and chop shop your Zeppelin? Hey, give up this blimp, Holmes. I'm gonna trick it out, have it lowered, give you some flames. That'll look nice. Why you look like ZZ Top, mijo? You got legs? He got legs. Legs is a ZZ Top song that was very popular before you were born, apparently. Anyway. And also for your noobs, your communication skills will get better. Because the first time you try to communicate online, it's always an awkward, robotic, hello. Hi, 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 hi. It's like Stephen Hawking's during speed dating. It's not... He's not here. There's no way that guy gets through the metal detector. No, I'm talking about his brain, all the atoms and shit floating around in there. It's a smart guy, smarter than me. I gotta get to my mom's thing. Real quick, bear with me. This is an actual conversation I had with my mom, okay? I'm playing World of Warcraft. My mother calls, right? I say, my mother calls me. I say, I quote, look, I put it in quotes so you know it's true. Look, Jay, yeah, just get to the story. Yeah, don't try to razzle-dazzle. Oh. Yeah. Here's Christopher Walken, 14 hours into playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, oh good, blood elf, female, yeah. Yeah, kill on sight, it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, she'll never see me coming. Orc. That's not a real conversation. That's a made-up one that I just made up. How many jokes did you write today? Get off my back. Remember the Korean girl went and went home? That was, all right. I'm playing World of Warcraft, right? My mother calls me, and I say, this is what I said, Mom, I'm sorry, I can't talk, I'm playing World of Warcraft. Because they don't know, like, it's serious. You're like, ah! The phone rings, you're like, ah! So I say, Mom, I'm sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm playing World of Warcraft. And my mother says, quote, oh, JJ, you're too old to go to war. She's not 70 yet. It's not like an old daffy lady. I say, no, I'm not going to war, Mom. It's a game. She goes, oh, like your Atari man with the stick? That's what my mom said to me. I go, it's a little more than that. And I'm like totally distracted. I go, it's a little more than that. I can't talk about it right now. It's way too complicated. You sound so stressed out. Just tell me what it is. I go, I can't, there's no way I can explain it to you. She goes, well, why don't you try? And I told her, okay, I create a character avatar and I explore worlds. I have alliances and hordes. You fight other people who are orcs, trolls, dwarves, humans, night elves, all kinds of things. There's a bunch of classes, Mom, druids, hunters, paladins, priests, rogues, shamans, warlocks, warriors, death knights. You play in realms like Azeroth and Draenor, Mom. I mean, you go on quests. My mom goes, oh my God, what's an avatar? It's an actual conversation I had with my mother. Then I punched her in the face. I had to wrap it up somehow. Every story needs a good button. All right, we're gonna have a costume contest. Applaud if you're from California. Just over here. Applaud if you're, all right, let me pick something random. Canada, applaud. Wow, that's a lot of Canucks. I love Canada. America's hat. I'm kidding. Canadians get so pissed off, and then when you go up there to do a movie, they won't give you any reefer. I got so high once in British Columbia, I was on my computer writing an email. It wasn't you. I couldn't type the word Canada. I was like, Canada. Over and over and over, just trying to email my friends. I'm in Canada. I'm at the Sutton place. Are you guys from British Columbia? Really? Do you know this lady that just screamed? Why don't you guys all sit together and you can have like a whole section like medieval times? Yellowknife, you rock it! I love medieval times. I went there with my son, and I didn't know like that I was going to turn into a fucking Raiders fan halfway through the evening. They're like, your night is the black and white night. I'm like, let's do it, black and white! I'm standing up like a Guido at Shea Stadium. Everyone's yelling at me, sit down, you're ruining it. Look, I shot, you stand up, you suck! My son's got a bottle of peppermint schnapps, he breaks it, let's do this, bitch! The Green Knight sucks! I'm like, whoa. What is an avatar? All right, so why don't we start, the costume contest, there's 3 prizes. I don't do this, I'm cool, I go like this. That's my cool 3. What a jerk I turned out to be. There's 3 prizes. 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place. It's not like Miss America where like the 8th place, they're like, and our 9th runner-up. It's like, no, you're the 9th ugliest chick on stage, I'm sorry. What, you guys are like Miss America fans all of a sudden? Yeah, they love gamers. Therefore, such as... Heidi Montag is singing in like the Miss America contest, isn't she? You guys are like, don't act cool like you're a gamer and then come at us with fucking Spidey rap, okay, JJ? It's Spidey. All right. I actually have a thing that I'd like to read. Before we announce who won each contest, we're going to show the winners from our... okay, this is new for this year. Before we announce the winner of each contest, we're going to announce the winners of the online contests, okay? You with me? All right. And you guys can all, I'm on Twitter if you guys want to Twitter me about how much fun we had tonight, JMoore37, you'll find it. Just Google JMoore, I don't know what to do. Original song, fan art, and movie contest. Those are some of the online things we had going tonight. So, with your help, first of all, before I bring out all these amazing costumes, and they are amazing, and I know a lot of you guys are thinking, you see like a blue elf girl go by and you're like, I gotta get her to my room. But I swear to God, if I'm gonna make love to this woman, she better stay a blue elf all night long. I don't wanna make love to a blue elf and halfway through the night a fucking girl from Michigan pops out. Oh my God, why didn't you get a bigger room? Whoa, no. Just make clicks. Just stay a blue elf. And I'll just have blue paint on my belly when I wake up and go, I wonder if she was real. Don't talk regular. You're a blue elf tonight. Just like I told you I'm a senator. Not an Ottawa senator. That's for the Canadians. Where'd they leave for Coke? Mountain Dews? I want to say before we start all of our things that are going to happen, because it's going to be a lot of stuff going on up here, and if you've been here before, you know it gets a little bananas. Just thank you for coming. You guys are always the coolest, and just thank you for having me, because this place could turn against you quick, and you guys are always super cool to me, and thank you. That's from my heart. Three times. All right, so why don't we start? I'm going to leave the stage, and then there's going to be an announcement up top from the voice of God. Welcome to Blizzcon 2009. You guys rock. I'll be back in a little bit. God bless you. I'll see. Or if you're an atheist, bless yourself. Good. Work.
sir.
Here we go.
Put an S in here. The line up here.
This is Christina, the Tier 6 Night Elf Hunter. Donovan, Chaos Sunstrider. Julian, the Purple People Eater. Samwell and Leslie Crystal, Blood Elves during Noble Garden. Sheila, Draenei Female Holy Priest.
As they walk away from the set.
Kelly, the Wizard class from Diablo 3. Redeva of Manaroth, Kathy White, as Shadow Priest, wearing the vestments of the Shifting Sands. Catherine, Night Elf Priest in Tier 8.5. Renee, as the cigar-chomping, gun-toting Terran hero, James Rayner. Brianna, as Lady Onyxia. Sinray, wearing robes of insight. Avery Faith, the Troll Shaman. Susan, as Tiri from Warcraft The Sunwell Trilogy. Kim, the Night Elf Hunter. Caitlin, as Alex Strasser, the Lifebinder. Lindsay as Valera Sanguinar. Crystal as a Diablo 3 concept art wizardess. Cynthia as priest in Sanctification Regalia with Ironmender and Valenier. Mart Regimble as Phoenix, the Protoss Zealot. Brandon Kunimura, Paul Sue, and Tommy Yu as We Are the Cow Level. Eric, the Warcraft warrior buffed with Mountain Dew game fuel. Heather as Lady Katrana Prester. Megan as Sylvanus Windrunner. Aaron, wearing the valorous regalia of the faith. Arixie, gnome mage wearing Tier 1. Malice Delnaria Vitterfolk, Zandalar Troll, Shaman of Storms, Healer Extraordinaire, Enhancement DPS, and best of all, when things get tough, Ghost Wolf. Nick the Blood Elf Mage. Holly, the female blood elf in Brewfest garb. Robert Riley, Warlock Tier 5 with Season 1 Gladiator War Staff. Swatik, Night Elf Druid. Christina Marie, Dragon Queen Alex Strassa, the Lifebinder. Catfidus of Mal'Ganis, Tauren Druid in bear form. Sarah Rose, female night elf hunter. Ted Kenazowicz, Sartharian the Onyx Guardian. Zachary Kel'Thuzad, Master of Naxxramas. Alexander as Thorim, the Keeper of Ulduar. This is Holly as a WoW meeting stone. This is Amma as the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. Jennifer, Ysera, the Green Dragon Aspect. Zephiel as Brol Bearmantle. Jojo as Valera Sanguinar, Blood Elf Rogue from the World of Warcraft comic. Lisa as Lady Jaina Proudmoore. Chelsea is High Inquisitor Whitemane. Brian, Draenei Shaman in Sky Shatter Regalia. Rain Torres as a Mistress of Pain from Diablo 3. Snarky is the Archivist class from Diablo 3. Lacrimé is a warlock pet succubus. Brandy, Jaina Proudmoore, based on WoW fan art. Svetlana, Druid in Tier 6. Diana, Holy Paladin in Tier 7.5. Andrew Platt, Human Priest in Tier 8. Evan Wilson, Human Warlock, Tier 8. Christina is Mother Shiraz. Michael is Voices, the Tier 8.5 undead rogue with sinister revenge. Jackie is a Blood Elf hunter with Crocolisk pet. Eric Flores, a Worgen. Jill, the female orc. Tyler is Medivh from the Warcraft 3 cinematics. Jessica as Amy, the pie, pastry, and cakes vendor in Dalaran. Lauren as Lena Inverse, a hero from Dota. Michelle, the Tier 8 priest. Frank Ilowski, human warrior newbie. Michelle Brassfield as Medivh the Last Guardian. Lisa is Draenei in enchanted thorium armor. Rob is the Lich King. Rochelle is Tiri from the Warcraft The Sunwell trilogy. Christina Sue. This succubus with her seductive charm will whip you into shape. Jenny is Grand Widow Fairlina of Naxxramas. Terrence and Alex as StarCraft Marine and StarCraft Medic. Adrian as the Argent Gruntling. Thomas and Michelle, Tavern Innkeeper and Barmaid. Robin Moore, human in Moonshroud robe. Alicia Bellamy as the sexy succubus. Bryce, the Restoration Druid. Joy is High Priestess Marley from ZG. Betty, the Alliance Moonkin, and Charlene, the female Draenei Lunar Festival Elder. Jennifer, the Undead Warlock in Tier 8.5. Barry, Tier 8.5 Shaman with Masticator and Webbed Death. Paulina, Blood Elf Priest on Purple Hawkstrider. Jessica, the Bank Alt in green winter clothes. Damian Marsh, Terran Firebat from StarCraft. Michelle, the Valkyr Taskmistress. Tina Garcia, Blood Elf Paladin, Tier 7.5. Steven, Grobulus of Naxxramas. From Shadow Council, Cub, a Druid Night Elf, and Virgo, a PvP Warrior. Debbie Siegfried, Female Dwarf Hunter. Jorm, the Diablo 3 Barbarian. JR and Heather, the Blood Elf Warlock and Voidwalker. Arabella, Tier 8 Warlock. James de Monet, a Paladin of Tristram. Nicole, the Wizard class from Diablo 3. Ryathos, Tier 8 Priest with Guiding Star and Ironmender. Guido as Tier 8 Paladin. Ashley, the Blood Elf Twink Hunter. Michelle as Sandfur, Troll Huntress and Dragon Stalker with Lok Nahak. Jessica as her own Draenei Shaman, Ailey in Nax 25 gear.